a thief who tried to steal his four-wheel drive and trailer full of tools from outside his Preston home. The offender's under police guard in hospital with leg injuries, and the victims found himself being questioned by police.
I can understand his reasons and his motives, but it's a highly risky decision and activity to try and go out into the darkness and confront unknown people.
Yeah, it's quite a night the tradie had, it's got to be said, but while he helped police with their inquiries today, his mates were outside not helping the media with their inquiries.
What's his name?
His name's Tony.
Can you give us his last name?
Montana.
Tony Montana.
Yeah.
Scarface.
Yeah, you watch that? Good movie.
What's your name?
My name's Sam.
Is it actually?
No, my name's Toby.
What's your actual name?
Toby Mitchell.
And he got his gear back, didn't he?
His gear? Yeah, he got his pipe back, he got his bong, he's got everything back.
He got his equipment back.
Oh, yes, his equipment. He sure did.
Good evening and welcome to the program.
However, experience the earth is round and not suppository of all wisdom.
They're the so-called man caves where many husbands
They patriots all across Australia.
Dividing people into groups of racist, racist. Well, then you're a racist.
In our democracy and way of life and culture,
1 in 6 Australians is now living off the dole.
Being persecuted for expressing their right to
We don't want Australia to be overrun by these people.
And I got obsessed with my body straight away.
Indeed. Well, we're in the grip of the Ice Age, the dealing and use of the drug ice.
On religious preaching in Rundle
The
Mall.
Australian flag, Anzac Day, the national anthem, bacon.
Hello and welcome to Hide from Fire. I am, as always, Adam Sage, and I've been a bit slack doing the podcast. I've been too busy fucking around with shit on my computer and playing video games, and so South Australia, where I am, apparently went under a lockdown. I didn't find out about it till the next day. And there it is, first burp of the podcast. Woohoo! I should have a sound. I really should have a sound effect for that. No, that'll do for now. I didn't even realize this. Let's just get straight into it. Ooh, new graphics. Yeah, I worked out what was going wrong. With those graphics, why I couldn't use them before. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thousands flood to COVID testing clinics across Adelaide as new restrictions come in. People are turning out in their thousands to coronavirus testing clinics across the city, including lines at Victoria Park. Yeah, okay, so keeping people... Okay, so thousands of people flocking to testing stations across Adelaide following, the Greater Adelaide, following the emergence of a new COVID-19 cluster in South Australia. Now, what it turns out is somebody just lied about having it. I guess they wanted time off work or some shit like that. So, yeah, somebody lied about having COVID, and that's why we went into a lockdown. So it was all bullshit from the get-go. And I am proud, you are goddamn right, I am proud to say that I did not wear a mask. I did not do any of that faggot shit, and my work did not close down because we're not a bunch of fucking homos. And yeah, it was completely business as usual for me and me living my life. So there's that. The number of positive corona cases in the new SA cluster has now reached 20. Oh my God. With one new case overnight, forcing the state government to reintroduce coronavirus restrictions. Yeah, again, I live in a working class area. I work in a working class area. And yeah, nobody is bothering with these faggot restrictions. This is totally for the fucking toffs. It's totally just for the woke. That's all the masks are. Fucking people, wanting to show off how fucking, how amazing they are and how much they oh my God, these masks are simply just a virtue signal, nothing more. There's been test after test or whatever, research after research, as it were, that, the masks do fucking nothing. They're purely a virtue signal. On Tuesday, Chief Public Health Officer, see, I didn't find out about this until, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday, Nicholas Sapir said there was over 3,000 people tested in the past 24 hours. It's early days, but in this cluster, it's early days in this cluster. What we can say is, me read good, is we think this is an early pickup. Dr. Sapir said. Okay, so I actually have because I noticed this. I work near what is a Parafield Airport. Well, it's on my way home anyway, and I saw this coming. So here, and here's just the lines and lines. You can't quite see it behind that traffic there, but there is so many people lined up. And I'm looking at it going, what is it? Is that they open a fucking Centrelink in there? Because it is all the fucking... Hang on, I'll see if I can... I'll zoom in here. Yeah, it's just lines and lines of people. And they're all just stretched all the way around the fucking corner. And I think you'll see as these cars move off. And they're all wearing masks, all social distancing, and it's all the fucking dregs of society. It's all the deadbeat fucking losers. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I had no idea what was going on. This is like a day or two before. And as you can see, just all these fucking people just completely fucking doing it. And what this did is once I found out, this is a coronavirus thing, it made me it actually made me really sad. It made me lose faith in Australia, because this just goes to show how many people are fucking brainwashed by media. Now, I'm glad to say thousands of people got tested, but, thousands of people out of like over 1 million got tested. So it wasn't hundreds of thousands. So at least the majority of South Australians, aren't buying into the bullshit. And this just goes to show you how many people believe mainstream media, believe the hype. Like Gino Bisconti says, COVID is just the flu with a better publicist. And these people are buying right into that publicity. Yeah, look at them. Have a look at them. All lining up to get tested, and they're all fucking... Yeah, you can't see even zoomed in, but they're all just fucking deadbeat fucking looking losers. Like I said before, the dregs of society. These are these people. And they're all just there because I guess they want some kind of funding, or these are people that honestly, I don't even know if it's that, if they're going to get some kind of cash out of it from fucking taxpayers or whatever, but they all want this to fucking happen. They all want the coronavirus, or they've just been completely brainwashed by the media, and they all believe coronavirus is a real thing. They all believe it's fucking real. Well, of course, it's real, but they believe that, they're going to die from it if they don't get tested. Now, I think there was some singer in America who tested positive in one nostril and negative in the other. Okay, here I go, adjusting again. Yeah, and just look at all these people lining up because that's what the government told them to do.
You will die without honor.
Yeah, they're just fucking everywhere, man. Like, seriously, this really fucking, annoyed me, at least, anyway. It actually annoyed me, because that's how fucking, how brainwashed. Look at them. Look at all of these people from fucking... I didn't load up my fucking... God damn it, there's a moth flying around me. It's not going to fuck off. All these people just lining up because, Big Daddy government and mainstream media told them that they need to get tested. Look, there's just everywhere. And some of them even brought fucking chairs with them because they knew how long the line was going to be. Oh, Jesus, could you imagine being that person? These people vote, by the way. That's why democracy doesn't work, because these people vote. And it just goes on. And look, a fucking cyclist. Yeah, of course a cyclist is going to get tested. I believe everything. Oh my God. Yeah, he's probably going there to lecture people on whether or not they've gone vegan and how it will help them. Fucking poofter. Yeah, so that's what I saw with my own eyes. And I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing? And okay, so let's see. Keeping SA safe. Let's just hear what this cunt has to say. Are you gonna play or not? Yeah, continue watching. Are you going to play or not? What happens if I let's see if it, reload and see what happens. Or do my ad blockers on Brave prevent it from, I'll click to unmute.
I want to assure all South Australians that we are working around the clock to stay ahead of this cluster. No effort will be spared to slow and stop the spread of the Parafield cluster.
Oh
I've
my
said
God.
from day one that we will not hesitate
Parafield
to act
Airport
on the
is where
expert
it
health
was.
advice, because keeping the people of South Australia safe and strong is our unequivocal priority. Time is now of the essence, and we must act swiftly and decisively. We
All right.
cannot wait to round the clock to stay ahead of this cluster. No effort will be spared to slow and stop the
I don't
spread
believe this
of the
sign woman.
Parafield cluster. I've said from day one that we will not hesitate to act on the expert health advice, because keeping the people of South Australia safe and strong is our unequivocal priority. Time is now of the essence, and we must act swiftly and decisively. We cannot wait to see how bad this gets.
Yeah, she was just making it up. I swear, all these fucking people, they are just making it up. These, like, there was a guy who was famous. He even did like sign language for Obama, and he didn't know sign language. He was just making it up. Thousands of people, flocking to testing centers. The number of positive, is 20. Wow, 20 people tested positive. Yeah, and the problem they're having with justifying these lockdowns is nobody's dying. On Tuesday, Chief Public Health Officer said 3,000 people tested in the past 24 hours. It's early days, but the cluster, it's an early pickup. Yeah, okay. There has been a huge turnout for testing at Victoria Park, where the queue started forming early this morning and now reaches Green Hill Road, and that is quite a distance away. People have been told they could be wait up to 72 hours for a result due to the huge demand. So they've got 72 hours up their sleeve to tell you tested positive, because as we've seen time and time again, what they do is if you like sign up, you go into a clinic and say you fill out the form to get tested, and then you just walk out, you'll get a phone call like a couple of days later saying you tested positive, even though they never tested you, because they just tell people they've tested positive. On Monday, Professor Surapia said 1,875 tests were conducted on Sunday, and praised South Australians for being proactive in getting tested on Monday. So he praised all these people for being good little bitches and doing as they're fucking told.
How dare you?
Well over 100 cars lined up across Jervis Bridge, the Port Adelaide Testing Centre. Oh my God, look at these fucking people. Look at them. They're all just lining up to be told that they can't work. Let's see. What was it? Commuter Sarah Conrose, stuck on the other side of the bridge, said she had been waiting for hours to get a COVID-19 test. I've been queuing since about midday, she said. Work said I had to come here. Why would your work say you have to go there? Fellow commuter Jane said she'd been waiting even longer, and Jane. Okay, oh God, this is, of course they found a tranny. Longer, and he was he was a potential close contact with an infected person. I was at Parafield Shopping Centre on Thursday, he said. He was at a shopping centre, so he says these people are so fucking scared. They're scared they might catch a version of the flu, which has a 99.96% survival rate. And they're fucking sitting in their cars for hours on fucking end. Yeah, no wonder fuel didn't go down this week in price, because they knew all these idiots are going to be burning it. I went in the servo to get fuel. I did it the day after, I think. So this was like, was it Wednesday morning last week when the actual lockdowns? I went to the servo in the morning to get fuel. Walked straight in, no mask, guy behind the counter not wearing a mask. And by the way, this thing happened last Wednesday. This lockdown, they said it's going to be for 6 days, so it should be it should still be a lockdown today, tomorrow, and ending the day after. I went into the servo the next day. Guy's not wearing a mask. I just went in, paid for my fuel. Nothing was said about the fucking, the COVID, the Wu flu at fucking all. And, then today I go to get more fuel after work, and the guy behind the counter is wearing gloves and a mask. Like, jeez, and he couldn't be happier to get me out of there, because me, I'm not wearing a mask, have never worn a mask, have never used that fucking hand sanitizer shit. I refuse to. This guy, I was at Parafield Shopping Centre on Thursday. Yeah, you're a fucking, let me guess, you were there like at 1 p.m. in the afternoon because you've got nothing better to do with your life and you want to get tested and prove positive. Okay, here's my theory. This guy who's sitting there, he wants to get tested and he wants it to come up positive because that means he won't have to fill out his job diary on his fucking dole book for about, 2 weeks, a 14-day lockdown. So, that's all it is. It's a bunch of dole bludgers going out, hoping they test positive because that means they don't have to apply for jobs for the next fortnight. In the northern suburbs, Thomas More College, Mawsons Lake Primary School, and the majority of shops at the Parafield Plaza Shopping Centre have been temporarily closed as SA Health attempts to contain the virus. Now, here's the thing. The government should not be allowed to do this. If these places, if they and their employees or whatever, if they're all afraid of getting the China flu, then they should just, they should self-isolate for whatever amount of time. The idea of locking down everybody to save nobody is fucking ridiculous. Hundreds of people waited in testing queues on Kings Road. Yeah, and somehow, of course they did. And they're all, if any of them have it, they're all infecting each other and none of them are dying. Among them was self-employed electrician Mario Lupio, whose son attends College More. Mr. Lupio said he was trying to do the right thing with his wife having a sore throat and his son feeling unwell in recent days. Oh my God. Yeah, you've got the flu. Who gives a shit? However, he estimated that they had moved about 40 meters in about 45 minutes, as several people in the queue said they had heard the wait could be as long as 5 hours. We're definitely frustrated. There's two booths going, Mr. Lupio said. It's a bit of a joke. I've had a little bit of a cold, but my son goes to Thomas More. It's the way it's going. We'll be here all day. I thought we'd do the right thing. Yeah, well, you thought you'd do the right thing. You're just the government's bitch. By Tuesday, there were reports the wait time had risen to 11 hours. Oh my God, look at this. And of course they're wearing fucking... Yeah, look at them. Of course they're all wearing fucking Adidas. They're all wearing fucking... big brands because that's what they've been told to wear by the television, and the television told them that COVID is a serious threat to their health. And oh my God. See, these are the people I'm talking about. This is what I drove past. Look at them. It looks like a fucking Centrelink line, not a looker among them. However, two businesses, Liquorland and an independent supermarket, remain open, oh my God, at Parafield Plaza Shopping Centre. A Liquorland staff member said she'd been told not to speak to the media, while the owner of the supermarket, who wished to remain anonymous, said he had not been given any directions from SA Health. Yeah, no shit. And why should they have to talk to the media? Yeah, the media act like they have some kind of authority, like, you have to talk to them. No, somebody from the media comes up to you and starts asking questions. You are well within your rights to say, go fuck yourself, faggot.
How dare you?
And local shopper Tammy Wanwood, that's not her name, she wondered, local shopper and carer, oh my God, she's a carer. She's on the front line. She bravely makes TikTok videos. Fucking blow it out your ass, Tammy. Tammy wondered why the businesses remained open while others were closed. They shouldn't be open, Tammy said. I don't get it. Yeah, of course you don't, because you're a fucking Karen. They should have written her name as Karen, because that's exactly what she is. Another man who did not want to be named was concerned as he had to pick up medication at his local pharmacy, which had been closed. Oh, well, that's going to help people get better, isn't it? No, this is what they do. They close the pharmacies because they want the people who are vulnerable and that. They want them to die because it ups the fucking... It ups the death rate and it gives them an excuse for more fucking power grabs. you don't see the fucking people in power observing these restrictions and that. No, they're traveling interstate willy-nilly because they're more important than you. Meanwhile, hundreds also flocked to a testing centre in the middle of Elizabeth, with most appearing to keep safe distance from each other and a healthy number wearing masks. Yeah, a healthy number, but not all of them, because fuck it, why should you? These people are fucking... one woman in the middle of the queue, Sam, said she'd been waiting for several hours to be tested at offices shared by Playford Council and Adelaide United Football Club. Another, Olivia, said she had a cough last week and wanted to ensure she was virus-free. Yeah, well, maybe stop smoking so much cock, you dumb bitch. However, a security guard out the front of their office refused to say how many people had come through the doors. Yeah, good. Don't talk to media. There was also a long wait at Elizabeth Park Medical Centre with scores of cars snaking down Butterfield Road, with one driver still waiting after nearly 3 hours in the queue. And I guarantee his car was, this is so good for the environment. We all need to do this, but to be healthy, where are the fucking Greenpeace Extinction Rebellion fucking queefs to protest all these people sitting there with their cars running? I guarantee they all had their cars running and the air conditioning on. I fucking absolutely guarantee it. Whoa. That wasn't supposed to happen. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. All right, I've done something wrong in my things. Anyway. Yeah. Where was I? There were also lengthy lines through blah 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 testing. Health SA urgent alerts for a swathe of locations across Adelaide's northern suburbs, including bus routes and stops, a major shopping centre and Aquadome. Anyone who visited these locations and on the dates and times specified should monitor themselves for symptoms, but no need to self-quarantine. Yeah, here's the thing. You didn't have to wear a mask. Like, the media were going around telling people that you had to wear a mask or you'll get fined. Now, I was not wearing a mask, and on Thursday I was not wearing a mask, and I got pulled over by the police. And here we can see I'm driving. There's a 90 zone. I'm going a bit quick, and bang, cop car. I slow down, and yep. Cocksucker got me. And yeah, of course, the cop was wearing a mask because he's, a government bitch. But he didn't say a word to me about not wearing a mask. He just gave me my speeding fine, and I was fucking, I was on my day. That was the end of it, and I'm fucking pissed off about that. That's going to be somewhere between $400 and $500. I was doing 104 and a 90. That's kilometers, not miles per hour, people. So yeah, Jesus Christ, it's fucking insane. Like, these people are absolute fucking muppets. I can't believe how many people are, just buying into this shit. But it was good to see once I got back into my area, which is a working class area where I live. I didn't see anybody with them. Okay, I saw like Karens in their cars driving, with masks on in their cars because they're fucking Karens, and that's what they're gonna do. But for the most part, there were people just walking to the shops, walking down the street. I saw dudes on bike. I saw a dude on a bike with no helmet, no mask. Fuck yeah, dude. More fucking power to you. And, there was a... yeah, because, why the fuck should you wear a mask? It doesn't help, and, I don't really care. Yeah, if you don't want to wear a mask, you don't want to wear a mask. If you're, like I said, if you're that scared of the shit, then you self-isolate. It shouldn't be up to other people to, you're safe. My freedom doesn't end where your safety begins. And these people, they can't get that because they're authoritarians. And, say, well, what authority do they have? You don't have to have authority to be an authoritarian. An authoritarian is, somebody who fucking wants people to have authority over them. They want to be told what to do. They want people to make decisions for them. And, let's face it, the majority of those people are women.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Empty words. And yeah, okay. So and then we got yeah, this one, which was fucking insane. I'm banned from Twitter, so I didn't get to see it. But dog owners outraged at being banned from walking their precious pooches in extreme South Australian lockdown. But police reveal one loophole to get some exercise. Dog owners in South Australia have slammed the ban on walking their pets during the state. So police say you cannot leave the house to walk a dog or exercise in a tweet. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, some fucking dumb bitch decided to fucking, tweet at the fucking police. Yeah, and apparently she's locked her fucking... Yeah, she's locked her thing. She's like, my stupid husband wants to walk the dog. By the way, divorce her. Yeah, and she's like, and they've replied, hi, Andrea, you cannot leave the house to walk the dog or to exercise. That is absolutely bullshit. I saw plenty of people doing both those things during the so-called fucking lockdown. I saw everyone everywhere without wearing a mask. Again, I talked to a fucking police officer without wearing a mask because they weren't doing it. Dog owners say they were outraged on Wednesday and posted their frustration and worries for their pets on Twitter. It's against human rights not allow it to exercise, one person wrote. WTF, you can't not walk your dog for 6 days, another wrote. A third wrote, terrible time to be a dog in South Australia. Don't hold your breath for an explanation either. My thoughts are also with all South Australian dogs who won't get a walk. A sympathetic animal lover interstate wrote. Oh, fucking man. Walk the dog is against animal rights. Yeah, wait, people can't do this. But on Thursday, Police Commissioner Grant Stevens revealed a loophole for the owners to walk their dogs at a press conference. Mrs. Stevens was asked if people could walk their dogs while they walk to the shops. Just in terms of people accessing essential goods, if you make a decision to walk to the shop, it's certainly a legitimate decision. Then what's the fucking point? And that's what they're saying about the mask as well. Hang on, we'll go up and we'll listen to this. But what's the fucking point? If I can walk to the shops with my dog, why can't I just walk my dog? Why does it make a fucking difference where I'm going? What, the fucking coronavirus knows whether I'm going to get fucking toilet paper or not? The coronavirus knows whether I'm going to the shops or simply walking around the block? No. It doesn't. This is the world's smartest disease, according to these fucking nimwits. Is there sound?
People being able to walk pets to and from, say, getting an essential service. And a second follow-up question is, parents that, say, are single parents or are single parenting while essential service workers are out, can they take their children with them if they go to the shops or going to get essential services?
Okay, just in terms of people... accessing essential goods and services. If you make a decision to walk to the shop, that's certainly a legitimate decision. It's a means of transport that we acknowledge. If you take your dog with you or not is a matter for you. What I'm suggesting is that we're all in this together, and the best way for us to be successful.
We're all in this together. No, we're not. We're all individuals.
And honours the intention of this stay-at-home direction. We don't want to see people manipulating the rules to suit themselves. This is for a very short period of time, and I'm just appealing to...
Okay, this chick is fucking... Okay, we got to go back on this fucking sign chick again. Okay, this is for a legitimate reason. Yeah, it's basically... It's in the spirit of the lockdown. Like, go fuck yourself. Oh, these people... Like, this is how fucking stupid it is. It's just testing to see whether they control us. And the majority of people are failing that fucking test.
If you make a decision
Look
to
at
walk
this
to the shop,
fucking sign bitch.
That's certainly a legitimate decision. It's a means of transport that we acknowledge.
Just watch.
If you take your dog with you or not is a matter for you. What I'm suggesting is that we're all in this together, and the best way for us to be successful.
We're all in this together.
Is if everybody does
he's
the
a
right
dumb
thing
cunt.
and honours
I think he's really fucking stupid. And he is a stupid moron. And don't worry about him putting ice cream on my chin. Go fuck yourself and walk your dog, you gay homo.
For the 6-day period.
Yeah, and didn't answer the one about fucking whether, it's a single person caring for a child. But on Thursday, loophole, just in terms of that, it means, it's a means of transport that we acknowledge. Oh, well, thank you for allowing me to walk down a public street that my taxes pay for. Thank you so fucking much. South Australia began a strict 6-day lockdown on Wednesday. The measures are among the toughest in the world, with only countries such as Argentina, Israel, and Venezuela enacting such extreme restrictions. Oh, well, that's good. We're in very good company with fucking Israel and Venezuela. Yeah, okay, so, god damn it, small hats. Outdoor exercise is banned, as well as takeaway food, and even the state's construction industry, which was never halted in Victoria. Yeah, I saw that, and my work got around that because we service vehicles technically. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. They're just trying to ruin people's lives. That's all it is. And I guarantee this fucking mini lockdown that they're doing, this is a test because they want to get rid of Christmas and New Year's. They definitely want to get rid of that. They don't want people getting together and talking because people are going to educate each other. They only want people communicating over, lines that they can have them communicate through. They don't want people getting together for Christmas because people are going to talk to each other. People might change each other's minds, one way or the other on various subjects about the lockdown. No, they only want family communicating over Christmas if they're doing it via Facebook, because then they can monitor everything they say and they can shut down anything they don't fucking like. That's all this is. It's just another fucking form of control. Premier Stephen Marshall said the state would throw absolutely everything at this to get on top of the cluster. Yeah, the cluster was fake. Hour-long queues began, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so that's what's been happening in South Australia this week, which is just fucking ridiculous. It really is. And I'm happy to see that no one in the area that I live was obeying this shit. Everyone was just doing their own thing. There were people out with... No one was wearing masks. No one was... no one was wearing masks. No one was wearing fucking... no one was worried about fucking... any of this shit, because it's a working class area. We're exposed to things that are far more deadly than your faggy coronavirus on a daily basis, and we don't give a shit about it. It's only the woke industries like hospitality and that instantly shut down and do as they're fucking told, because they want to, these people are literally killing themselves and their employees are happy to do it. I think it was this is what I mean about women being fucking pro-authority and shit. When the whole thing first happened, the whole coronavirus thing first happened, with the first wave of lockdowns, there were hairdressers who were like, I want my work to shut down. I don't feel safe here. I've been told. They want to be told what to do. It's fucking insane. And on that note, speaking of fucking insane, let's stay in Australia with the, this is a one from a while ago, but this just caught my eye as I was looking through the ABC for shit to make fun of state-funded media. Sydney News, UTS considering telling teachers to censor lessons. Newsmarch resident records false positive. Okay, so Uni China's working group. So what this is one of Sydney's biggest universities, is considering telling staff to censor teaching material to keep students in China enrolled during the pandemic. Now, so they're having students Zoom in, like they've been doing all across the world, and they're telling teachers in Australia, this is an engineering course. They're telling them they have to censor the lessons because they don't want the feed getting banned in China. What could possibly, be wrong about, it's an engineering course. Why would China ban that? This is insane. The University of Technology Sydney conducted a working group in February to discuss how to keep Chinese international students enrolled by teaching them online. university. An internal university memo obtained by the ABC highlighted concerns the Chinese government may turn off all communication from the university over any teaching material that may be seen as politically sensitive. Like when they, if they just mention like your rights, that might be one. Yeah, that would be seen as politically insensitive. Or if the teacher's Muslim and isn't in a fucking an internment camp, I guess that could be politically insensitive to the fucking Chinese Communist Party. Where were we? The university's working group recommended teaching material avoid any mention of topics which may be politically sensitive, citing territories of China as one example. Oh, there it is. So you can't say, well, what we did, this building, as was built in the sovereign nation of Taiwan. And, this was built in Auschwitz and... So when you're, driving your car, you're free to... Right, so my daughter was watching Winnie the Pooh and... Oh, come on. I actually designed a building in Hong Kong and... It is the size that matters. Rice is just all starch and it's not that good for you. Raiden was the worst Mortal Kombat character. Okay, I'm running out of things to say about China. But you get the drift, dude. They can't say, they can't mention sovereign nations like, Taiwan and Hong Kong. The university's working group recommended teaching material citing territories of China as one example. Said while the draft memo recommended staff avoid contentious issues, the idea was not adopted. Well, they say it wasn't adopted, but I'm sure the fact that they got told about it, they wouldn't have done it because these teachers, unless they have tenure, wouldn't want to risk their career. Here we go. And this is also from the ABC, because it's the the state-run media, which is completely non-biased and that. So let's take a look at this one. This one article. Accused anti-coronavirus lockdown protester Tony Picora granted bail after facing court on incitement charges. That's right, you can go to jail if you protest. Let's just see. Melbourne police fear coronavirus conspiracy theorist accused of planning a conspiracy theorist. Well, it's a conspiracy that it has a 99.96% survival rate. That's a conspiracy now, is it? Okay. Accused of planning an anti-lockdown rally will continue to incite people to breach health directives after a court released him on bail on the eve of the protest. Oh, no. I mean, we can't have that now, can we? Okay, someone's spamming me on Twitch. Want to become famous by followers? No, I don't. I don't want to become famous. Being famous sucks, you gaylord. The Middle Park man was charged with incitement. Incitement. Incitement is what you do when you start a riot. Okay, incitement is what Hitler did. Crack a beer here. Yeah, the Middle Park man charged with incitement after allegedly starting a Facebook event encouraging people to protest against Victoria's strict lockdown measures this weekend as the state continues to battle a second wave of infections. Deputy Chief Magistrate Felicity Burton, of course it was a fucking woman. Yeah. Yeah. Where were we? It said it would be a grave injustice if Mr. Peckera was reprimanded in custody over the alleged offences which carry a maximum penalty of a fine. Yeah, no shit. She released him on bail conditions, which included handing over his phone and computer passwords, following the Chief Health Officer's directives and not coming in within 200 metres of the Victorian Parliament. She also directed him not to associate or communicate with other administrators of the Facebook event he is accused of starting. You are not to create, participate, or use social media, he said.
That's what the bloody Marxists always say.
You are to remove yourself as administrator. Don't use Facebook, people. See, this is your fucking boomer's problem. Oh, I'm going to fucking change the world. Boomer with a computer. Yeah, you fucking get on fucking alternative media. Get on fucking, get on fucking, get on fucking alternative. God damn it, that is not supposed to do that. That fucking thing is not supposed to come out. I got to fix that. Yeah, get on fucking alternative media, like we have here, like Parler, Minds, Gab, Telegram, which I'm not on, but use other shit, people. God damn it, stop letting shit be tracked so easily. Pagella blames World Banks for the coronavirus, police tell court. Investigators opposed bail and revealed they held grave concerns that Mr. Pecora, who appeared in court by video link from St Kilda Police Station, would continue flouting health directives in pursuit of a political agenda. He believes that COVID-19 is a genetically engineered virus by the World Banks to kill off weaker humans, Detective Acting Senior Sergeant Safer said. All right, so this guy's fucking based.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
Oh, he believes that the number of COVID cases is highly exaggerated by geopolitical powers seeking to control people. Oh, so he believes that, the Great Reset is a real thing and, yeah. Okay, so, something that Justin Trudeau mentioned the other day. Interesting. It's implausible that his conduct will not encourage others to contravene the chief health officer's decision. Mr. Pereira was already on bail for attending another anti-lockdown rally at the Shrine of Remembrance in late August, where he allegedly when he allegedly created this weekend's Facebook event. Yeah, get off Facebook, people. The court heard that following that incident, yeah, me read good, the father of one was warned he would be breaking the law if he promoted anti-lockdown rallies. You're breaking the law if you... Seriously? You're breaking the law if you promote dissidents. That's where we're at. When police uncovered an event organised for this weekend, they searched his home and seized 2 tablets. The court heard that police asked Mr. To surrender himself, which he did, but not before giving his laptop to a friend in an attempting to give his phone to a solicitor for safekeeping. Yeah, they're his. Acting Senior Sergeant Schaefer has said that after the solicitor in question refused to take the phone, Mr. Solicitor secretly buried it in the lawyer's front yard, where it was later found by investigators. Dude, just wiped the phone. Seriously. That's where we're at. We're at like that scene in fucking... God, what was the movie? I can't even remember now. It wasn't The Matrix. Maybe it was like... Oh, what was it? Fucking one of the... God damn it. I think it was Shia LaBeouf in fucking, He Will Not Divide Us. in one of the Die Hard 4 or whatever, where he puts the magnets over his fucking computer and shit because someone's knocking at his door. That's where we're at because somebody creates a Facebook fucking event. Oh, he believes that prevention of the transmission is responsibility of the individuals and not his. Oh my God. Okay, so the detective said Mr. risks himself and others and would continue. Not only is the applicant not complying with the chief health officer's directions, the applicant is insisting others to also disregard the directions, he said. He believes that the prevention of transmission of COVID-19 is a responsibility of the individual and not his. Oh my God, what a monster. Oh, he believes in personal responsibility and not handing over that to the government. What a monster. If a person at his rally contracted COVID-19 and died, he stated it would be better to die on your feet than live on your knees. A term used in a Midnight Oil song. Oh my God, a term used in a Midnight Oil song. Well, for that, I do condemn him because Peter Garrett is a complete faggot. But Mr. Picora's lawyer, Christopher, said his client had a limited criminal history and there was no evidence he had incited people not to wear masks or practice social distancing at reality. The outcome the police are seeking is from a preventative detention, Mr. Williams said. He's entitled to have his view about the current restrictions and COVID-19 as a whole. Yeah, he is at the moment. This is what they're trying to change. If you don't go along with what the mainstream media says, they are trying to lock you up. Mr. Picora was ordered not to leave his home after curfew. Oh my God. See, this is what I mean. They've instituted a fucking bedtime. Yeah, you go to bed and no, and don't use any no words or you're a bad boy and we'll hurt you. And answer the door if police ask. He's due to return to court in 2 weeks. Now, I read you that story because obviously, they made him look, they made him like out to be a complete loon and showed all these fucking, conspiracy theories. Now, let's see how they would, see how the ABC would cover another protest. Let's say if a different group of people were to protest, how would the ABC cover that? Like during a fucking COVID pandemic, how would they cover that? Well, here we go. Black Lives Matter protest. Australia hold rallies in Darwin, Perth as refugee rights supporters protest in Brisbane and Melbourne. That's right, because everyone who's a refugee has to be fucking black because, we're not racist. So, yeah, this is another rally during the COVID lockdown. Let's just see how the ABC handles it. What? Due to conduit cannot be streamed outside of Australia. Oh, is my VPN set to somewhere outside of Australia? Hold on a second. I might be able to fix this. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt the stream. No, I'm connected to Sydney. What are you talking about? Let's go back to that. I'm connected to Sydney, you fucks. Due to content rights restrictions, iView cannot be streamed outside of Australia. Oh, well, fuck you then. I'm connected to Sydney. I just checked. They're fucking liars. Black Lives Matter protests have been held across Australia on Saturday with demonstrations in Perth, Rockhampton and Innisfail. Meanwhile, small groups of people in Brisbane and Melbourne have protested in support of refugee rights. This blog has now been closed. Looking back at Saturday Night Unfold, live updates. It's been another big day for, this is what some ABC journalists has written. It's been another big day for Black Lives Matter demonstrators and protesters marching in support of refugee rights in Australia. Why are they marching in goddamn refugee? Protests across Australia have well and truly wrapped up. Yes, also in our way, we see WA. If you'd like to keep across the protest action overnight, our national wrap of the day's events is in this article. You can find that here. Darwin Black Lives, see, nowhere are they saying it's a conspiracy. Oh, and look, she's wearing a fucking communist shirt. Darwin Black Lives protest organisers and Black Lives Matter protest organisers and Northern Territory Police praise peaceful protest. So the government is praising this peaceful protest. Meanwhile, if somebody wants to, the system is broken. The system isn't broken. It was built this way, is what their fucking banner says. Yeah, no shit. But that's fine. But if you want to protest the government locking people in their homes to try and get everyone on fucking welfare, well, that's a no-go. You can't do that. Melinda Phillips was moved and a little surprised when more than 1,000 people gathered in Darwin this morning to recognise racial injustice in the United States and Australia. There's no fucking racial injustice. You're either... Okay, let's watch this. See? All the cops are wearing masks. Okay, he gave the okay hand sign. The process... Okay, I'm confused. Thanks for writing in. Brisbane protest already wrapped. Tell me, some demonstrators still occupying. There's still a large New South Wales police officer, appears to make white power symbol. It's not a white power symbol. It's the okay hand symbol. Let's watch it again. Yeah, he's fucking with you. You're being fucked with. How do you not see that? Oh my god, somebody did a joke from 4chan. New South Wales police officer filmed appearing to make white power symbol did not intentionally make gesture that could be deemed offensive. Filmmaker Jen Atherton, who uses neutral pronouns, was leaving last night's Black Lives Matter in March when they recorded the video.
You're fucking a white male!
It was recorded someone who uses gender-neutral pronouns. I guarantee this person was dressed like a tranny fucking faggot, and this cop saw it and went, "Oh, this'll trigger, Zer." That's just a based cop. Oh shit. But yeah, this is like the thing. Like police are letting one thing go and letting another one go. At least there's one in a group of at least there's one good cop in that group. They keep saying all cops are bastards. You know what I see in this video? Let's watch it again. I see a group of bastards and one good guy. Don't hear her ring. That makes me think she doesn't use gender-neutral pronouns. Officers look at the camera, raises his arm, and does a thumbs X, a finger OK sign, a gesture that has been co-opted by the far right, according to the Anti-Defamation League, who just make shit up and are being sued currently. Okay, Perth says blah, blah, blah. Have finally started marching. Yeah, I just wanted to show that. God, look at these people. What a bunch of fucking queers. No justice on stolen land. Yeah, no, you're right. We should give back. We should give back all the roads and other infrastructure that was stolen from the indigenous people.
You're fucking a white male!
Here's what it looks like at today's protest, blah, 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 blah. Dozens of police stand on Main Street, Brisbane, Kangaroo Point. God, there's actually somewhere called Kangaroo Point in Australia. Protest says, because evening all, I'm here to blog you about blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm signing. Okay, so this is what the ABC is. Like, when it's somebody protesting the lockdown, they're a conspiracy theorist and all that. And when somebody films a cop doing the okay hand gesture, well, that was a white supremacy. That's showing this is an alt-right white supremacy thing. And we need to do, the ABC is not one-sided at all. The ABC is completely fucking unbiased. The ABC, it's for all the people, not just the elites. So how long have we been doing? We've been going almost an hour. Shit, I got a lot to get to. And holy shit. God damn it. Where am I even up to? Police allow, protest attacking. Okay, let's go to this one last one. And you know what? We'll save that for Jesus. Yeah, there's a lot here I haven't gotten to because I haven't done them in a while. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go straight to one of these idrlabs.com, and this one is the F-scale test. Testing your respicity to authoritarian / fascist beliefs. This historically significant and problematic test was designed by Theodore Adorno and associates in order to measure authoritarian and fascist tendencies in the general population. Based on extensive empirical research, the authors of the F-scale test tried to demonstrate that some people are more prejudiced and intolerant than others, and that these tendencies foster reciprocity to authoritarian and possibly fascist beliefs. All right, well, let's see how I go on this test. Question 1 of 30. Shit, there's a lot. Most people don't realize how much our lives are controlled by plots hatched in secret places. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, COVID. A person who has bad manners, habits, and breeding can hardly be expected to get along with decent people. A person who has bad manners, habits. No, well, those things can be changed. So, and there's no such thing as bad breeding. Well, yeah. There is hardly anything lower than a person who does not feel a great love, gratitude, and respect for his parents. I'm going to somewhat agree. Nowadays, so many kinds of people move around and mix. A person has to protect himself, especially carefully, against catching an infection or disease from strangers. I completely disagree with that. That's the whole fucking thing in the COVID. Science has its place, but there are many important things that can never be understood by humankind. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, like life. The meaning of life. That can never be understood. People would take less, would talk less and work more. If people would talk less and work more, everybody would be better off. I'm neutral on that one. Yeah, it's true. It's also not. Someday it will probably be shown that astrology can explain a lot of things. No, it cannot. Astrology is 100%. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the lightsaber sound then, but whatever. The wild sex life of Greeks and Romans was tame compared to some of the going-ons in this country today, even in places where one might least expect it. Yeah, I'll somewhat agree with that. It's probably true. Sex crimes such as rape and attacks on children deserve more than imprisonment. Such criminals ought to be publicly whipped or worse. Yes, I agree. Familiarity breeds contempt. Well, if you're familiar with someone, you have contempt for them? No, I'm going to disagree with that. When a person has a problem or worry, it is best for him to think about it, but keep busy with more cheerful things. I agree. You should. Yeah, you don't bother people with your problems. Most of our social problems would be solved if we could somehow get rid of immoral, crooked, and feeble-minded people. Disagree. We need, without the immoral, the crooked, and the feeble-minded people, there would be no good people. Good people are only good by comparison. Wars and social troubles may someday be ended by an earthquake or flood that will destroy the world. No, wars are always going to continue. Human nature being what it is, there will always be war and conflict. Agree. Western democracies need some institution that are themselves outside of democratic control in order to keep the chaos that we see. Like, Western democracies need some institution that are themselves outside of democratic control to keep order in the chaos that we see today. Okay, let me see if I understand this question correctly. Western democracies need some institutions that are themselves outside of democratic control in order to keep keep order in the chaos that we see today. You can't have full democracy. I'll somewhat agree with that. No weakness or difficulty can hold our country back if we have enough willpower. Yeah, sure. Yeah, people can do whatever they want. The Western way of life is disappearing so fast that the force may be necessary to preserve it. No, disagree. We have to preserve it ourselves. Like, the whole point of Western thing is that, we're not authoritarian. So, no, disagree. Every person should have complete faith in some supernatural power whose decisions he obeys without question. No, you should never obey anyone or anything without question. The businessman and the manufacturer are much more important to society than the artist and the professor. I somewhat agree with that. I mean, professors are, depending on the professor, but yeah, artists aren't that important. Nobody ever learned anything really important except through suffering. That's not really true, but it is true, so I'll go neutral on that one. Homosexuals are hardly better than criminals that ought to be severely punished. I'll disagree with that one. It's an institute, an insult to our country's honour should always be punished. No, you should be able to say whatever you want. Free speech is absolute. Young people sometimes get rebellious ideas, but as they grow up, they ought to get over them and settle down. Well, they do, so I'll go neutral on that one. What a country needs most, more than laws and political programs, is a few courageous, tireless, devout leaders in whom people can put their faith. Disagree. You shouldn't look up to anybody. Don't have heroes. Be your own hero. What the youth needs most is strict discipline, rugged determination, and the will to work and fight for family and country. Yeah, I'll go neutral on that one. That wouldn't go astray. Nowadays, more and more people are prying into matters that should remain personal and private. Yes. Obedience and respect for authority are the most important virtues children should learn. Disagree. Always question everything. No sane, normal, decent person could ever think of hurting a close friend or relative. Agree. People can be divided into two distinct classes, the weak and the strong. Well, it depends on what your version of weak and strong is, and there are people who are physically strong but are mentally, so I'll go neutral on that. Well, no, I'm actually going to disagree because it's a bit more complicated than that. Some people are born with an urge to jump from high places. Yeah, sure. All right, how am I? Your results. Authoritarian, aggressive, conventionalism, power, toughness, blah, blah, blah. This makes you 4.6 more authoritarian than the average person. Rigid adherence to conventional middle-class values. Oh my God, my score is low. Submissive, uncritical attitude towards the ideal of, okay, yeah. Average, tendency to be alert, to condemn, to reject, to want to punish those who violate. Okay, low, oppose the subject. The imaginative dislike, okay. Opposition to the subjective and imaginative, as well as a dislike of the abstract art and tender-minded people. High, good. Superstition stereotype. Superstitious beliefs, very low. Power, toughness. Dominance and submission, average. Projectivity, anti-degeneracy, average. Your total ethical representation, your authority, blah, blah, blah. So what am I? I am 4.6 more authoritarian than the average person. Okay, fair enough. Why? Because I think people should make their own decisions. Okay, because I don't think fucking artists are the be-all, end-all of fucking humanity. Yeah, that's what it is. It's because I don't want to suck the cock of an artist. I don't think fucking artists are fucking, are essential workers, so that makes me slightly high. I get this test now. I don't automatically suck the dick of Hollywood. Therefore, I'm, more authoritarian because I oppose fucking artists in Hollywood. Well, you know what? I'm against pedophiles. Sue me. I don't really care. And on that note, I've completely forgotten what the outro video is. And I will catch you guys next time. Uru.
Go. Oh! 2, 3. Dude, no!
The only thing that worries me is hair loss.